welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into something really cool, a powerful mental math technique from ancient Vedic mathematics called the Nikhilum method. Seriously, it's this incredibly elegant way to multiply huge numbers completely in your head. And the best part, it's way simpler than you'd think.
Okay, take a look at this. 997 times 986. Be honest, you're probably reaching for your calculator right now, right? But what if I told you that in just the next few minutes, you'll be able to solve this exact problem in your head in seconds?
Stick with me, because this whole amazing trick boils down to one simple idea we've talked about before, the deficit. Remember that? It's just how far away a number is from a nice round base, like 100 or 1,000. That one little concept is the master key to everything we're about to do.
All right, let's jump right in. Level 1. This is all about multiplying numbers that are just a little bit shy of a common base, like 100. This is the bedrock, the foundation for the whole technique. Let's start with our first example, 97 times 94. We're going to use 100 as our base. So first step, we find the deficit for each number. How far is 97 from 100? It's 3 short. And 94? It's 6 short. Now, here's a key rule. Because our base, 100, has 2 zeros, we're going to write those deficits with 2 digits. So minus 0.3 and minus 0.6. And now for the fun part. The answer comes in 2 pieces. For the left half of our answer, we just cross-subtract. And here's what's so cool. It doesn't matter which way you go. You can do 97 minus 6, or you can do 94 minus 3. Either way, you get 91. See? So easy. For the right half, just multiply the 2 deficits together. 3 times 6 is 18. And that's it. Now, we just put those 2 pieces together. The left side was 91, the right side was 18. You just slam them together, and there's your answer. 9118. All it took was one super simple subtraction and a tiny multiplication you could do in your sleep. Okay, you got the basics down. Let's move on to level 2. Like any truly great system, Nikhilum has a couple of little rules for those weird edge cases. Once you get these, you are going to be unstoppable. Really, you're only going to run into 2 kinds of curveballs. The first is when the right side of your answer gets a little crowded and has too many digits. The second is the opposite, when it has too few. But don't worry, the fixes for both are just as clever as the main trick. Let's check out 88 times 91. The deficits from 100 are minus 12 and minus 0.9. Okay, step 1, cross-subtract. 88 minus 9 gives us 79 for the left side. Perfect. Step 2, multiply the deficits. 12 times 9 is 108. So our answer looks like 79/108. But hang on. Our base is 100, 2 zeros. That means our right side can only have 2 digits. We've got 3. The fix is something you've been doing your whole life in regular math. You just carry the extra digit over. In our example, 79 divided by 108, that 1 is the extra baggage. So we just carry it over to the left and add it to the 79. 79 plus 1 is 80. What's left on the right? Just 0.8, and our final answer, 80.08. So what happens when you have the opposite problem? Let's try 99 times 97. The deficits are tiny, just minus 1 and minus 3. Cross-subtracting gets us 96 on the left. Multiplying the deficits, 1 times 3, gets us 3 on the right. So we have 96/3. Again, the base is 100, so we need 2 digits on the right. We only have 1. The fix? It's so simple. You just fill the empty spot with a 0. So the right side becomes 0.3. And the final answer is 9603. Simple as that. You just pad it. Okay, you have totally crushed deficits. So, you ready to flip the entire script? Level 3 is where we tackle numbers that are above the base. Instead of a deficit, we call this a surplus. Let's try 111 times 109. Base is still 100, but this time we ask how much over 100 are they? Well, 111 is 11 more, so that's a surplus of plus 11. And 109 is 9 more, a surplus of plus 0.9. The setup on the page looks exactly the same. Now, here's the crucial point. The only thing that changes.
Instead of cross-subtracting a deficit, you cross-add the surplus. So you can do 111 plus 9, that's 120, or 109 plus 11, also 120. The right side is exactly the same as before. Multiply the surplus numbers. 11 times 9 is 99. Put them together, you get 120, 99. The logic is identical. You just add instead of subtract.
You are ready. It is time for the final challenge, the boss level. This is what happens when you have to multiply one number that's above the base and one number that's below it. Okay, let's take on 108 times 97. We've got a surplus of plus 8 and a deficit of minus 3. Let's just follow the rules. We cross-operate. So 108 minus 3, or 97 plus 8. Both give you 105. Now for the right side, we multiply a positive 8 by a negative 3. And that gives us a negative number, minus 24. And this, right here, is where the real magic happens. Don't panic when you see that negative number. It has a special name. It's called a vinculum. And it's not a mistake. Think of it as a temporary placeholder, a little puzzle we have to solve to get to our final answer. It's supposed to be there. So how do we deal with a vinculum? It's a simple two-step process. First, you borrow from the left side. Just subtract 1 from it. So our 105 becomes 104. Done. Second, you take that negative part, 24 in our case, and find its deficit from the base. Our base is 100, so we just do 100 minus 24, which is 76. Now just combine your new parts. Our new left side is 104, our new right side is 76. The final answer, 104.76. And just like that, you have beaten the boss level. You've officially mastered the complete Nikhilum method. So you've mastered the technique, but every pro needs a quick way to double-check their work. So before we go, here's one final power-up to make sure your answers are always spot on. This trick is called digital roots. And all a digital root is the single digit you get when you keep adding up all the digits of a number. For instance, take a number like 1,754. You just add them up. 1 plus 0 plus 7 plus 5 plus 4 is 17. That's not a single digit yet, so you do it again. 1 plus 7 is 8. So the digital root of 1,754 is 8. Okay, now here's the rule that makes this such an amazing check. It sounds a little wordy, but let's walk through it. Let's go all the way back to our first problem, 97 times 94, which we got as 9118, right? First, let's get the digital root for 97. 9 plus 7 is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. Okay, now for 94. 9 plus 4 is 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. Now, multiply those two roots. 7 times 4 is 28. What's the root of 28? 2 plus 8 is 10, and 1 plus 0 is 1. So, if we're right, the digital root of our answer, 9118, also has to be 1. Let's see. 9 plus 1 plus 1 plus 8 is 19. 1 plus 9 is 10, and 1 plus 0 is 1. It's a match. It is a brilliantly fast way to confirm you nailed it. The Nikhilum method is such a beautiful reminder that sometimes the most brilliant and elegant solutions have been with us for centuries. It just makes you wonder, what other ancient hacks for modern problems are just waiting out there to be rediscovered? Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.